Hello, it's Annie from Fresh Flair Furniture Artistry back with this cabinet. I wasn't really sure when I got the cabinet what was underneath it, but I found out that after it had been spray painted with pink and then spray painted with white, I stripped a piece off of it there and found that it had some interesting looking wood. So the back was put together with little pieces of scrap backing, I guess. The whole shell of it or cabinet itself was made out of plywood, a really nice quality of plywood. At the front doors and the top and all of the drawers were faced with a really nice quality solid wood. So I went and started off by stripping off the paint. This took a little time due to the fact that there were a lot of things to strip, but it came off fairly easily. And I was very impressed with the quality of the wood underneath it without it having any real apparent damage anywhere. So getting it all off and then letting it dry and then moving on to sanding each and every one of those drawers. I started off with 80 grit and then I moved on up and I think I stopped about 180 and just decided I'd come back a little bit later, closer to when it's finished and do the last sanding. I had to sand the outsides of the drawers, the insides of the drawers, underneath the drawers. I ended up taking all the old railings off because they were bent and replacing those with brand new ones. I tried to straighten them, but they were too bad. So I took everything off and then now I'm sanding the top, which turned out really nice except for a couple old maybe scratches or something that happened that darkened the area. So I decided I needed to give it a try with some oxalic acid. So I got the oxalic acid out and I added some crystals to the jar I always use with the same paintbrush, and I went ahead and started painting the whole top. So I think some people like to go ahead and just paint the part that they're trying to get rid of, but I feel like it's better to go ahead and paint the whole piece in case some of it lightens and leaves a splotch. Oh, here it is after I cleaned it and it dried. And so the marks were lighter. So I think it was worth it. And basically by the time I was done, you really couldn't tell. Then this fly decided it wanted to be in this video. These are the drawer and door fronts, all ready to be finally sanded. Here's the frame of the cabinet upside down. I started to paint it. I decided I wanted to add some feet to it. So my friend Cliff helped make a new base at the bottom, and he helped me add these feet on there, which I think were a big improvement. Just raised it a little bit and made it just seem more adult, I guess you could say. Here I am just kind of showing you how I started putting it back together. I didn't take videos of everything because it was a very messy and difficult job adding the new railings that I put in for the drawers. I had never done that before, so getting them to move properly was hard. But here we are here at the end. This is what we started with. And now here is what it looks like now. And I think it turned out really well. I love the new hardware that my friend and neighbor gave me. I made a couple of shelves for the inside and covered them with removable wallpaper. All of the drawers and doors close really nicely with just a touch. The top is really nice, looks great. I did do a light wash on them before I sealed it all, just so they didn't get too orangey looking, and I could keep them more like the paint color and just really light and mellow. The drawers have a little paper in them, and I just think the top turned out great. It was quite a bit of work with the railings, but otherwise it was a really nice piece to work on. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to all of you who have subscribed. See you next time.